Do you know what the most powerful force in the universe is? I'll give you a hint. It exists right here in this very room. That force is your imagination. Now, I want you to keep that in mind for the next few minutes because we're going on an adventure that will take us from the depths of the ocean to the boundless expanse of the universe. And we're starting in outer space.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are traveling through space at 25,000 miles per hour. This is the same incredible speed Captain Kirk maintained as he escaped the Enterprise in his escape pod in the 2016 film Star Trek Beyond.
Get your Captain Pods.
The escape pod is an amazing scientific feat. It's impervious to radiation and it can sustain life under extreme conditions. Captain Kirk can land on just about any planet in the universe and in literally any atmosphere. Crazy, right? Creative people and their big imaginations have inspired scientists around the world to make their dreams a reality. And in turn, scientific discoveries have invigorated artists to imagine new worlds and technologies. In other words, you can imagine anything, and someone could make it real.
Space, the final frontier. Captain, my velocity gauge is off the scale.
Engine power on off the scale as well. We're now traveling faster than is possible for normal space.
My chronometer's running backwards, sir.
Star Trek premiered in the 1960s and follows the crew of the USS Enterprise as they explore the world's final frontier, space. Star Trek was one of the first shows of its kind, and it featured a lot of futuristic technology that didn't exist at that time. But the cool thing is, some of that technology actually exists today. Let's take a look.
Enterprise from Kirk.
Bridge, Zulu.
You have an intruder aboard. Could be masquerading as Crewman Green. General quarters. Security, condition 3.
GQ, security 3, sir.
Does this look familiar to you at all? Perhaps it reminds you of this. Handsome, right? The phone, I mean. Star Trek debuted these portable devices, known as communicators, over 50 years ago. Back then, cell phones were just a dream. One of the first companies to create a flip phone said that their work was greatly inspired by the communicator.
Kirk to Enterprise. Enterprise, come in.
Undamaged, yet something is preventing them from functioning.
Computer control, come in.
Computer.
Disengage from helm.
Captain Kirk spoke to Computer, a digital companion meant to provide information and other services on dangerous trips into deep space. Computer reminds me of a certain digital companion that fits right in your pocket. Speaking of which, hey, assistant.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
What do you think of Star Trek?
It's about a spaceship run by an assistant named Computer.
Replicators can make just about anything you can imagine out of the molecules and matter that surround us in the air.
This is terrible.
Today, 3D printers can make almost anything, including important tools that astronauts use in space. Star Trek and the creative people behind it have been extremely influential on science and technology. Many of those ideas are now inventions that we use today. But Star Trek isn't the only show that predicted the future. Let's move on to something more animated. The Jetsons first aired in 1962, and it told the story of a family living in the future. That's Rosie, their robot maid. She cleans and does the family's chores. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Well, today that sort of technology is near. I'm sure you've all seen self-piloting vacuums like this. And check out this incredible robot that Anybotics has developed.
I know that. It's a dog.
Speaking of cleaning up around the house, I think I'll check in on my dog, Indy. Smile, Indy. You're on camera. These days, just about everything is caught on video. Oh, Indy. Good thing I installed these cameras. In 1966, Marie Van Britten Brown invented the first home security system using a series of cameras and monitors. It's likely that she was inspired by George Orwell's novel 1984 and his account of a future where cameras are an essential part of our everyday lives. Looks like someone's had a busy day. Finally. Sleep tight, Indy. We need special tools in order to safely navigate underwater. A long time ago, in the 1800s, those tools didn't exist. That is, until a man named Simon Lake was inspired by the book 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Simon experimented for several years, and he eventually went on to invent the first submarine to operate in the open ocean. More people have explored the surface of the moon than the deepest parts of the sea. That looks pretty intense, right? Don't worry, it's not real. You're watching clips from the film adaptation of H.G. Wells' classic novel, War of the Worlds. Inventor Robert H. Goddard enjoyed the book so much that it inspired him to make a rocket ship of his own. His invention influenced the current generation of rocket technology, the rockets which will take us to Mars one day. What better way to escape aliens than to launch yourself into the stars as fast as you can? Good thing we have our escape pods. For as long as stories have been told and people have dreamed great dreams, scientists and inventors have taken their ideas and brought them to life. And just like the people we've talked about today, you too have the power to change the world. You don't have to be an expert at math or science, or even a writer or artist, for within each of you lives the most powerful force in the universe, your imagination. Perhaps one day, humans will be able to defy gravity. Or redefine the limits of technology. Or perhaps even explore different worlds. Anything is possible if you believe it. in the reality you envision. So the next time you have an outlandish idea, don't shy away from it. Develop it. Lean into it. Imagination and creativity are the key to innovation. And who knows, maybe one day someone will take your incredible fantasy and make it our incredible reality.